Well, hello there, everybody. I'm Sky and I'm Art. Welcome back to Edgeworth. I'm just gonna call it that for a little bit. Anyway, last episode we realized there's a kidnapping plot, and we got to meet Yatagarasu, or I guess the descendant of the previous, maybe not descendant, the apprentice of the current Yatagarasu, who's now inherited the title of Great Phantom Thief. Neat. Alright, somebody got kidnapped. Right, forgot about that. Gatewater, March 13th, 1:22 p.m., Gatewater Land Main Gate. Chased out like a pair of peasants.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Kay?
There's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is?
You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal?
A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with. Ever.
Okay. That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murderer myself.
All right. And I'm going to work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go!
I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just going to drop the issue. It's probably best you just drop it. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth! Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe! Mr. Edgeworth! The stadium! Hurry, sir! This is supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness?
You! Why don't we tell you about leaving your assigned post?
The jig is up. Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir! Good on you, Gumshoe.
Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves.
It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. Wait, there's somebody... Is that Winston Payne? No, that can't be Winston Payne. Who was that? Whatever. March 13th, 1:42 p.m. Stadium. Can I just go back, please? I thought there was a witness here. No, but there's the Pink Badger's car.
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
Mr. Edge... Wait, who is that? Mr. Edgeworth? Wait a minute! Is that who I think it is?
Long time no see.
You are Miss Emma Sky, correct? This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Sky. I'll be damned! 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe she's back!
I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad?
You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit.
I see. I just realized, I think I'm gonna have to give Kay a deeper voice and Emma a higher pitched voice. Why is voicing girls so hard? Oh, right, because I'm a guy. God damn it. Alright.
Yes?
May as well talk to her. You look deep in thought. Care to share, Kay?
With all that's happened, I'm getting a little confused. For example, what that detective said earlier?
About how we must look for the witness at the stadium? And I believe we found said witness? You know?
No, not that. The I'm always rooting for you bit. I was thinking how sweet that is. It's like you two are best friends.
I think you're a little confused, alright, Kay. I would say that you guys are best friends. You just don't want to admit it. You just don't want to admit you guys are friends. Come on, you guys are friends, admit it. You're friends. Oh well. I guess we'll just say hi to Emma real quick. What happens if I go this way?
Where are you going, Mr. Edgeworth? We have to find the witness before that mean old werewolf does.
You're right, the witness is supposed to be here in the stadium, but where?
I'm right here, what the hell?
I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years.
Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm going to be causing the game to freeze. A super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday. And I'm trained to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief?
Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on.
You bet we do. Hell yeah.
It is really good to actually see her come back. It's great. So, why are you here, Emma?
Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I just missed you.
And how exactly did you know I was here?
Well, through the power of science, naturally. Never underestimate what science can do for you.
Was she holding like a DS?
I use these to track your footprints and I follow them straight to you.
I beg your pardon, what?
This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground and when you shine this special light on it, zing! The footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube.
Huh. 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 Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Well, impressive. That's just straight up a DS she's holding. I'm sorry, that's a straight up DS, bro. Huh. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about?
Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific... Oh, sorry, let me try that again. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said.
What was that man thinking? Or rather not thinking.
So let me guess, there's been a murder, right?
Yes, unfortunately. The sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where'd that person go? So, she's not the witness, huh? I assume this is another Badger-mobile?
Yeah, but it's like a different color than the Blue Badger's car.
Yes, this is the retina-searing pink model. What's that off in the distance? What? Oh!
The Pink Badger. Oh, hey, it's the Pink Badger. Badger, get.
That was the, oh, that's, sorry. That was Kay talking. Badger, 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 badger. Just what does she see in these silly things?
I think this Badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak Badger dance. Okay, music changed. Okay, there we go. We escaped from the music of the Badger. Okay, nothing. Okay, just want to make sure. Who is it? It's Wendy Oldbag! I'll be damned! Oh god, I gotta voice 3 women. Oh god, why? Why do I do this to myself?
Ah, I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore.
You're... Oh god, no! No! Why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. Oh, she has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief.
Edgy Poo! Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really. I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dream alive by staying in character. But as you see, you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, just so I'm going to just be direct.
I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare.
So, you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger, dearie.
She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. Hey, Wendy Oldbag is... she's a character.
My name is Wendy Oldbag, but you can call me Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday. What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite.
Dear God, Miss Oldbag. You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm happy I get to see you again. Weren't you a security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met?
I go where I'm needed. I'm not stalking you. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in when there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are talking with 2 young girls? Men are all the same. It doesn't matter how old they get. They are young girls. Why did you say the other day? I don't know what you don't notice me. He went and got an arrangement with the 16-year-old when he says they're in jail. That's the prevention of... What the fuck was that?
You have no idea. I've been dealing with this the entire time ever since I met her 3 years ago.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, I know, right? You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth.
Kay, please, I'm begging you, by all means, do not provoke her any further. I missed you.
Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness.
Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today.
I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that?
I personally doubt it.
So it's true. She is the witness.
I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag.
Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder.
You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes?
Oh, sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me.
Oh shit, here we go. Oh boy. Oh, Oh, this ought to be interesting.
I came to this stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw 2 men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you.
Uh-huh. Huh.
Well, looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately.
Was it unfortunately you tacked on at the end that's supposed to mean, Edgy Poo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady. Oh boy.
All right, well, let's begin.
Hold it!
You mean you took a break from being the pink badger, park badger. Blah, 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 blah.
You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell of sweat, your hip creaks with pain. You even begin to dream about work.
That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know.
Well, that's why I chose to come take my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids.
So what did you see while you, the pink badger, were resting?
Oh, yes, that will.
Believe it or not, I actually have fun voicing her. You saw two men? Can you describe them for me?
They look like your average Joes. Completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that.
But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful.
Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men.
Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you have a guy on your mind?
Oh, for God's sake, why do people keep saying that? I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous. Phoenix, well, just sneezing in the background.
It's all right, Edgy Poo. Those two are just fowls compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them.
Uh-huh. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place.
Absolutely. That gun made a terrible racket when it was fired.
You didn't try to go help the person that got shot?
I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could to help find someone who could help.
Two men, one bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony.
Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory?
Self-centered, aren't we?
While it was somewhat useful, her testimony also presents us with a new problem. Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Yes?
So about this new problem,
What is that giant grin on your face for?
do you want me to show you something really nice?
No. Thank you.
Don't be so mean! I swear it's something you're going to like!
What is that gadget you're holding? That's a phone. Like a Nokia, probably.
What you see before you is the secret weapon of a great thief.
I should have known it would be worthless.
Oh, don't be like that! What do you think now?
What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air.
I'm going to input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size.
What? What?
Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood!
What is this?
This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I input into Little Thief.
What? Little thief! I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far.
Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I use it like this... Let's see, this whole back said that the two men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out, and the victim fell to the ground.
Ah, so with this, we can expect the crime scene as it was in the past.
See? What do you think?
I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. Yeah, imagine we had shit like that. Well, I mean, technically there's probably computers that can make simulations like this, but not to this degree. Where you pull out a phone and it just changes the fucking environment like that. Like, wow. Huh.
Well, it is the super secret weapon of the mighty Tegarasu.
Indeed.
Oh, but if there isn't enough information, or if something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange.
In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony.
You got it! You'll catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right now, the simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. And if I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification.
Feel free to examine anything in the simulation in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I've got a little thief with me, so you just let me know, okay?
This is really bizarre.
Like, Okay. Game? Game? Uh-oh. Did anything freeze on my end? Oh. I don't know what that was, but everything froze. Or that just took forever to load. What the fuck? According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here.
That's right, but...
But if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction.
Huh? What? Where?
If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. Which piece of evidence shows the missing item? Mean a bloodstain? Oh, here we go, yeah. Okay, this. This is the contradiction.
Is something wrong with my recreation?
If this is the real scene of the crime, something specific should be here. If you think back, how do we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one?
Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right?
Right. The fact that there is no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony.
Edgy-poo, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down!
You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there is another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. Is a silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Okay, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer?
Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know into Little Thief.
She has a point.
What is this? Some sort of new attraction?
Okay, Emma?
This is amazing. I just feel the power of science.
Okay. Maybe combine them? Hey, I was right. Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume?
So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers?
I think we can reasonably assume there is a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes,
Then Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground.
precisely! Now, if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume. Oh, footprint analysis. Because they make different footprints.
I think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprint.
What did I just say?
Footprints. But the problem is finding them since there doesn't seem to be any around.
Footprints, huh? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. Easy. Emma. Yo, Emma! Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints.
Finally, my expert knowledge in forensics is needed.
Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints?
Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything.
Very well. If you could please analyze the footprints in this area.
Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work.
Oh.
Hey, I found something. Look, right here.
I don't see anything.
Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth.
These footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume. Yeah. Some look like normal footprints, but then there's the obvious ones that look suspiciously like the badger footprints.
Judging by the way the prints are layered, those seem to be the newest.
Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Victim's costume data jot down my organizer. Nice.
Okay, in that case, I'll update Little Thief's simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we can find out from this new info.
Org. That was a short investigation. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died.
And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right?
I see the recreation has changed in accordance with the new information. It may be closer, but now something else has caught my attention. Oh?
What do you want?
Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please.
What? Oh, fine. If you say so, Edgy Poo. I came to this stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you.
Naturally.
So, does this mean that Miss Oldbag's testimony is a contradiction in it?
No, I'd say it's something we have to kind of look into first. Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation.
See, I just knew Little Thief would be of help.
Also, she said two men. That might be the contradiction itself, but here's my thought process. What if the two quote-unquote men were wearing blue badger costumes? Which I realize that kind of puts Meekins in a sort of negative spot for, suspicion, but, I'm just saying, possibility.
Now, let's see if we can pull out more info from Miss Oldbag to put into recreation.
For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. All right.
Hold it!
You mean you took a break from being the pink badger?
Well, you may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell of sweat, your hip creaks with pain, and you even begin to dream about work.
That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life,
That's the same thing you said. You said that already.
Well, that's why I chose to come take my break here, whippersnapper.
What did you see while you were the pink badger? Why you, the pink badger, were resting?
Oh, yes, that well.
This is literally just a repeat. That was basically one for one the same dialogue that we just had. Okay, fine. Let's see. This. There we go. 2 men? How did you know the gender of the 2 people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all.
But I'm telling you, I really did see it! I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the 2nd tier.
The 2nd tier?
Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier?
That was what, you know, I was using the phrase in a metaphorical sense.
I see our witness still has a screw loose, in the metaphorical sense.
The Gucci seats in the 2nd tier are reserved for hotshot VIPs. Which is exactly why I'd go there now to take a nap.
I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from there. It's so high up.
Were you able to see even the victim's costume from way up there?
Well, I know I saw 2 people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow.
The stage's shadow?
My eyesight isn't what it used to be, you know. Not like when I was young. People just got a small good man from his way when I course they would also do it flash strike. I was going over the car.
Well, let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay?
You gotta get me away from this woman, dear God.
Okay, so we're doing this again. Okay. This new silhouette of the victim is in a costume.
The silhouettes can change depending on the information I input, but a little thief can recreate more than just people. So investigate away. We may even find more info, which may make more accurate sim.
Alright, this is the plan. It looks like they broke the stage down. This is a stage? The stage is packed up. The stage I saw this morning in the center of the stadium has been packed away. Okay.
I guess this means they're done for the day?
Well, maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow. Okay. Stages break down. And the murder apparently took place in the shadow of the stage. Do I have to combine those? Let's see. Okay, I was right. So if we do this, then that would change the way the simulation should be. Or at least it should change it, I think. Maybe? I forgot to read the dialogue! God damn it! I was not thinking for... Damn it, why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? The murder occurred before the stage was broken down.
Do you want me to input that bit of information to Little Thief?
Yes, if you please.
Okay.
Alright, let's see how this changes. This is an interesting way to continue this Well, that's, Oh, the guy would have to be on top of the stage. There is clearly
a contradiction here.
Please stop stealing my lines.
Well, come on, it wasn't that hard to see it coming, even for a layman like me.
I suppose. In any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way. Because there was a very real stage set up in this spot at that time.
Yeesh, I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything?
Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation. Well, he was on top of the stage. Thus, ergo, creating the downward shot.
Isn't it obvious? The killer was on top of the stage, naturally. Right, Miss Oldbag?
Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage.
see. Let me update the info in the simulation.
See, now that makes sense. These investigation segments are short. Huh. Overall, though, it's a good mechanic. I actually kind of dig this style of, like, investigation. Oh, god damn it.
Well, well, what have we here? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see.
Oh, crap. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us.
Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes.
Agent Lang, we've discovered that the real scene of the murder is here, the stadium.
I see. Thanks.
For what?
I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that?
Little Thief is not a toy.
You two!
Sir!
Oh.
And there you have it. You see? Big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl. Now this is a recreation.
So what? Do you still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer?
Of course. Even knowing that the crime took place here doesn't let him off the hook.
Oh, you wanna go? You wanna go, boy? Let's go!
This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. That's the truth your little recreation showed.
How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime?
He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation with his gun.
Well, even if he is the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark.
You see, thank you for the understanding, my little crow girl.
I misread that almost as cowgirl for a minute.
I'm not some common crow, Niatic or even a legend.
Unfortunately, your conclusion is yet to be tested. So let's see how well it holds up. Alright, this will be interesting.
Hold it!
Looks like we found the real crime scene first.
Ha! Brag all you want, but we don't have all that free time, unlike the two of you.
You know what you remind me of? A dog licking his wounds as he whimpers home.
Well, I guess I should be thankful for all the time you saved me. She. That's how we say thanks in my country.
You're welcome. I hope he realizes we didn't do all this for him.
But I'm here now, so I'll be taking over. As I was saying, this is where the crime took place.
Hold it!
Lying in wait? How did Officer Meekins even know the victim was going to come here?
Simple. He was investigating the kidnappers, right? And while he was doing so, he came to understand the victim, Mr. Deacon's movements.
Objection!
Really? Ha! And why would the good officer want to ambush and kill a kidnapper?
Knuckle back!
You mean his motive? Who knows and who cares? You can find that out for yourself when you talk to him in jail.
You have no respect for the order of law.
Don't get me wrong, but I need more than there's no motive to convince me otherwise.
He's right. The lack of a motive is a rather weak argument by itself.
So the officer lay in wait on top of the stage.
Hold it!
I do like Lang, though. He's cool. So far. Unless he's a bad guy. In which case, no. So you agree with how our recreation turned out?
Like I said, I'm grateful that you were able to save me some time.
Alright, but we still don't know why he chose to wait on top of the stage.
Who cares? Maybe he wanted to become the Blue Badger. Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decided to put on a Badger stage show of his own?
Maybe there's a completely different reason.
What does it matter? It still doesn't change the fact that Officer Meekins stood up on that stage and shot the victim on the ground below.
So you honestly believe that what you're saying is what really occurred?
Hey, you're the ones who came up with this scenario. Are you saying you doubt yourselves?
Ah, touche. Unfortunately, Agent Lang's conclusions do not contradict with our recreation.
Does that mean it all went down just as he says?
No, not at all. Not quite.
I wonder if what we had recreated earlier was that whole truth.
I wouldn't say so. Give me a second. I was gonna lean up to check this because there's no touchscreen for controller. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold up. I think I've been getting this wrong. Hold on. Entry point, lower right abdomen, and the right shoulder. Oh! My misunderstanding of the bullet wound. That's right. It came from below and exited up top. It didn't come from the back. It didn't come from that way. Oh! Oh, it just occurred to me. Their positions were swapped. One was on the ground, one was up on the stage, and the one on stage got shot. Aha!
I see.
Okay, let me see. That. Contradiction! I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly, after all.
What's that supposed to mean?
You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible.
Huh? Why not?
Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located.
Actually, I didn't get that good of a look.
Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with an angle shot from beneath the victim.
Then,
Yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above.
a clear contradiction.
You're discounting your own conclusions.
No, this one point is the only flaw. This was the mistake parameter in our recreation. Oh, the killer and the victim's locations. Yes, the locations of the killer and the victim were wrong.
Ah, I get it. I see what you're trying to say.
I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer. All right, recreate. There we go. If this is what happened, it'd also explain the positioning of the gunshot wounds.
But then what about the footprints?
Since footprints don't lie, we can assume then that the killer also wore a costume.
Okay, I'll try using that data instead.
They were both wearing costumes. Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the two kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Please?
Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime.
Oh boy, here we go. Alright.
I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the blue Badgermobile. That story Officer Meekins told about the shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the blue Badgermobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area.
Okay. You believe he moved the body with the car?
That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us to the way he did it.
The 3 tired tread marks are very telling, however. Is the blue Badgermobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? No. I wouldn't say that. Just saying, we're standing right next to one of them!
Hold it!
The tire marks.
Yes, the tire marks. The ones that are behind the stage.
Oh, the ones going in a donut? Oh no, they're turning around, I guess. U-turn, whatever.
They were hidden up until now by the various pieces of stage equipment. As for when they were made,
They must have been made after the rain had begun to fall, correct?
yes, and probably around the same time as when the killer's footprints were made. The tires on that blue Badgermobile probably got pretty muddy because of that. I'd say it's the blue Badgermobile because, well, that's pretty obvious too.
Hold it!
3 tire marks. I have to agree that the blue Badgermobile has 3 tires.
Of course! The only thing in this park that could make those marks is that roving shop.
Objection!
No. Are you forgetting that there are in fact 3 of them? You can't simply ignore the pink and the proto Badgermobiles, Agent Lang.
Not so fast!
Of course! I didn't say it couldn't be either of the other 2. But I see no reason to drag them into this just to complicate things. That story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie.
Hold it!
Let's see about that. Of course you have some sort of proof that it was all a lie, correct?
Of course not.
Well, that was blunt.
But suppose it is a lie. It would explain a lot of things. Like his movements and his whereabouts.
Hold it!
So you still claim that the tire marks belong to the blue Badgermobile?
It must have arrived on the scene after the ground had become wet with rain. Officer Meekins committed the murder.
Are you sure about that?
Hold it!
I think I know what I gotta counter. Besides the blue Badgermobile, there are other ways the body could have been moved.
Not so fast!
Recall what the Wild Wild West area looked like.
I didn't see any tire tracks.
Only the blue Badgermobile and Mr. Deacon's body were in the garage. I'd say that's proof.
I suppose if one were to look at that place, that would be the only logical conclusion. However, my experience tells me that the truth is usually not so easily found. If there's some sort of problem with Agent Lang's statement with regard to that scene.
Well, it looks like the only thing that car was selling was death, not dreams.
Only if what Agent Lang believes turns out to be true. The 3 tired tread marks are very telling, however. Is the blue Badgermobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? No. Let's see. I think it's... Yeah, I think this is one I have to counter. Let's see. They got the blue Badgermobile somewhere. Bible. Warehouse store costumes. 3 wheels, just parking somewhere normal. Is this what I have to present? worst part is I can't even remember because he mentioned that the tires would have to have mud on them, so I legitimately don't remember, like... I didn't even think about to look at the tires, see if there was any mud on them. So, maybe this?
Objection!
I guess I was right. Okay. Maybe we have to check the tires real quick. Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale.
And why is that?
Those tire marks could not have been left by Officer Meekin's blue Badgermobile. One look at the car would have told you so. Okay, I was right. What proves that the blue Badgermobile had never been to the stadium? The lack of mud. Look at the tires.
Take that!
Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found on it. If this car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud on these tires stands out as very peculiar indeed.
Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius?
Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Oldback's pink Badgermobile?
Don't be ridiculous! I was sleeping the entire time in the second tier seats.
Indeed. I believe we can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there is yet one more roving store, as I recall.
Oh, you mean the Proto Badger?
That's right. There was one more parking space inside that garage. And it proves the existence of the Proto-Badgermobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto-Badgermobile post-haste. There must still be some sort of incriminating evidence in it.
Hey, did you hear something?
Huh? Is that that's the victim, isn't it? The kidnapped victim, isn't it?
Are you all right?
Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time?
Well, must the kidnappers. He was in the room next to the one I was held in? Wait, but I didn't see anybody in that room.
Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers. Huh? What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped. They're in costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? Oh, I didn't see their faces, but two. One was a woman.
A woman?
Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on this already.
One was a woman.
I'll even let you guys have what the kid said just now. Consider it a gift.
They're perfectly in sync.
Now, are you gonna get out of my crime scene or am I gonna have to get rough?
Again.
You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Oh, no, not you. You're a very important witness for my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily.
Don't count on me to testify because I won't. Not for you.
That's right! I won't either! You hear me, you young whippersnapper?
Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to rough either of you up. I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate?
You fair maidens? My, you little rascal, you should know the way to a woman's heart.
Lang Ji says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever.
Trying to outdo my edgy pool with your fancy smancy sayings. Let's get this over with. So we're clear, I'm only interested in giving you my statement.
Sure. just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be.
Mr. Edgeworth.
What a rude bastard.
I know, right? He's a dick.